up, my people, and welcome back to the National Review, powered by Football University. I am your official voice of youth and high school sports, Chad Ricardo, and just like I promise you and deliver every week, today's show going to be absolutely off the chain. FBU camp season is fully underway. I tell you what, San Antonio was lit. We know that both Central Florida and Austin are going to be more of the same, but in all honesty, Houston now holds a very special space in my heart. We're going to be taking a look back at the award winners from FBU Houston, and I'm going to be doing something that no defender has been able to do as of late. That is slow down wide receiver from Episcopal, my main man, Corey Williams. We're going one-on-one later on. But first, the thing that makes FBU camp truly different is the coaching. As a parent or student athlete, you have a ton of options out there, and let's be honest, some of them are actually pretty good. But none of them, and I do mean none of them, offer your student athlete hands-on tutelage both on the football field and in the classroom like here at FBU camp. Some of the greatest coaches in the nation work with us every single week, and now, joining me on the review, I loved him when he was on the field. I loved him when he was analyzing QBs and football players in the television studio. I have an even deeper appreciation for him now. My main man, Coach Sean Salisbury. Coach, we'll go ahead and get you started here, brother. Now, obviously, you, sir, are no stranger to talent. I mean, you had it yourself. You've had an NFL career. You've also spent time evaluating players who have done it at the absolute top level. For everybody out there who has questions, what, in your opinion, makes FBU camp different?
We get a lot of reps, but we teach. There's a lot of difference between coaching, coming here and signing a few autographs, patting a guy on the back and sending him home with a t-shirt. It's not the way they do it here. It's reps, it's teaching, it's in the classroom, it's on the field, it's go in the classroom and process information and come back, and how do you apply it on the field? And it's fast and furious. We don't slow down, but we don't also leave anybody behind. Everybody's coming with us in the classroom, everybody's coming with us on the field, and it's competitive. We get out there and we run reps, and it's teaching technique. And when you put technique and talent together, well, then you got a chance to dominate.
And as we take a look at the quarterback position in specific, obviously the one that you know very, very well, 10 years NFL and CFL career, what can a young man who comes in and works with you, what can they expect?
The number one thing I'm trying to teach them is how to self-correct. That when they're not at a camp and they're playing on a Friday night and their coach is on the sidelines and their parents are in the stands, when they make a throw that's incomplete, not just, hey, it was a high throw, why was it a high throw? Understand the how and the why, and then you can self-correct and do it. It's like a golfer. When he snap hooks it on the PGA Tour, he knows why he snap hooked it. So I'm not teaching a guy, anybody can tell him, oh, you threw it high. Well, how do we fix it? So I want them to be able to self-correct and fix it quickly. So what they learn in my classroom, they learn how to take it on the board and put it in the field, and we're going. Even if it's a completion on a bad mechanics decision, the completion's fine. We're still going to fix the feet, fix the eyes, and I'm teaching my quarterbacks how to throw players open as opposed to waiting till they're open, and it's never too soon to start that.
2 weeks ago in San Antonio, my main man, Ethan Garrow, I know that you like this young man as well. He walked away with that Gatorade G Award, the camp MVP. He's at this camp as well. Along with him, what other QBs in your group caught your eye?
Oh my gosh, we got a lot of them. I'm a young fella named Micah. Got an 8th grader in our high school group who's well beyond his years. Luther's good. I got a great group, and we watched their drops on film this morning. It was unbelievable to see how advanced they are in setting up, understanding the difference between 3 and a 5-step drop and 5-step drop in rhythm and hitch. We got a good group. I'm going to tell you what, and I told him before, I said, just because Ethan won the MVP last week doesn't mean he's guaranteed it this week. He understands the competition, and I love it when an 8th grader pushes a junior, and I love it when a sophomore pushes a junior. I love it when somebody 5'8" pushes somebody 6'3". I've got a great group, and I'm fortunate because I think I got the best group on the field. They make their coach look good.
Coach, appreciate you for everything that you do. Thank you very much for taking a moment for the review.
Always appreciate you, my man. Thank you.
My main man, Sean Salisbury. Catch Coach Sean at Austin FBU camp. You can also catch him hosting his show, The Sean Salisbury Show, at SB Nation. Austin, you got next, but here is a few words that the parents from FBU Houston had to say about their experience.
Well, I was really pleased to see the classroom aspect and then the practical aspect when they go out to the field. So I was most impressed with the techniques that they would educate the boys on, and then go out and have them apply them in a practical sense. And that is invaluable. I've never seen that in another camp that we've attended.
I think the FBU camp has been a good experience for my son. I think he's had an opportunity to work with a great quarterback coach in Sean Salisbury, and everybody's been very welcoming, and it's been a great opportunity for him so far.
It was a great experience, and like they taught him a lot of leadership on the field and off the field, and I really enjoyed it, and I think it's good for the kids to come out and show them a lot of support.
FBU was so awesome. This was our first year, and we're gonna come back every year. Our son got invited to Top Gun, so I'm awesomely happy about his performance, and he had a lot of good feedback. The coaches are awesome. They give you great direction, and I wouldn't have picked a better camp. I'm really happy about it. I think that all parents should definitely do it. It's definitely worth the time and the money. My money was well spent, and I'll keep coming back every single time.
1, 2, 3, FB, you know!
I want to find out how good I am.
Yes, sir! If you relax, you get blown out. Let's get it done! Let's get it done!
What can you take advantage of right now?
Again, come on!
I can push myself way beyond what you think.
What's your technique? Bring it back!
Here on the National Review, we like to celebrate student athletes at all levels, bro. However, we don't mind showing a little special recognition to those who excel both on and off the football field. FBU Team Tampa, they steamrolled through Florida, and then they ran right over Cats in the FBU National Championship Tournament, winning it at both the 6th and 7th grade levels. This past weekend, they had an opportunity to put the proverbial cherry on top of their ice cream as they celebrated with their ring ceremony. Excellent coaching at all levels, excellent parents, excellent community support, excellent leadership as well. As we take a look through these pictures though, bro, I can't help but to remember and think about the fact that the FBU National Championship Tournament, bro, it's truly just a great experience for both the student athletes and their families. For one, bro, I mean, it's beautiful in Naples. Like, let's be real about that. And for those of us that are up here in the Northeast or even in the Midwest, bro, I mean, we don't really mind trading in the snow and the wind and the cold for 80 degrees and some beaches and sunshine in the middle of winter every now and again, you know? But for me, though, bro, it's truly about more than that, you know? I mean, it's about the experience. It's about what an experience like this can do for our student athletes. As a young man, I played sports throughout my adolescence, and rarely, if ever, did I ever leave my region or my state, let alone my zip code, if we're being completely honest. What I saw in Naples was student athletes and their families having an opportunity to experience life in a way that maybe they never had before, opening doors for them that could pay off and be beneficial for them later on in life. The FBU National Championship, I mean, let's be real, it is about crowning the one and only true national champion on the football field, but it's about so much more than that as well. It's about opening the windows of the bedrooms for our youth and giving them an opportunity to be able to experience something in life that could change their whole world forever. It's about more than just football. But I could talk about this for days. Let's go ahead and get back to the show. Award ceremony down there in Houston. A ton of student athletes walked away with prizes. Let's get right down to it. Who we got? Our leadership award went to Logan Tanner. He was an 8th grader who spent all week playing up against high school student athletes. You take a look at this young man. He has excellent size, excellent speed, excellent agility. College coaches, I'm telling you right now, he's in 8th grade. If Logan Tanner is not on your radar, he should be. Next up, the high school leadership winner went to defensive lineman Mason Williams. Williams was an absolute beast out there on the field, bro. He has a high motor, great technique, and he ain't afraid of nobody, bro. FBU Grit Award goes to student athletes who show an ability to overcome things. At the middle school level, our award winner was the very talented, my dude, Mr. Cade Stroud. Had a chance to speak with him. I asked Cade what he thought of FBU camp.
Pretty good, just being nasty in the trenches and getting after it.
And what does it mean to you to walk away with the Grit Award?
Feeling that the hard work's paying off and coming through.
Good young man. I am positive that I will be interviewing Cade again in the future. Our high school Grit Award winner, and kind of ironic, this is John Staten. John, great photo. He actually took the picture that way because he was cramping as he was attempting to stand on stage. John is a linebacker in the class of 2019. He's got excellent size. He's got speed. He's got hunger to him. He has all of the tools. He's going to put it together and have a monster senior year. Be on the lookout for John. We also award 3 highly coveted National Combine invites. Our first one went to cornerback Major Burns. Burns is from Louisiana, great crop of very talented wide receivers at this camp. Burns did his job to keep them on lock, and that was not very easy at all. Our second National Combine invite went to offensive lineman Ethan Eichard. In the trenches, this young man is a beast. I asked him what it meant to him to earn this invite.
Honestly, it feels great. I wasn't expecting it at all. My parents were holding it from me the whole time, said it was going to be a surprise. I wasn't really thinking of it, and when it came, I was just so excited. I didn't know what to say.
You're down there battling in the trenches for 2 days. What did you think of your experience with FBU camp?
Honestly, I feel way better than I was when I came. I've learned new techniques, and coaches here are great, and it just means a lot to be here.
Very good young man. I enjoyed his work on the football field. He's also, as you can see, awesome off of it as well. Our third National Combine invite went to class of 2021 quarterback Michael Purdom. Michael was actually getting his eval at the point in time of the ceremony at FBU camp. You got to get that technique in. You got to get that learning time spent with coaches. Gatorade G Award winner at the middle school level, another big time talent. This is Luther Richardson. He's got the size, he's got the arm strength, and he truly has an understanding for the game. Also has a pedigree from his parents as well. Coach Sean Salisbury, very impressed with this young man. Just like Logan Tanner that we said before, he's in the 8th grade. It's not too early to start getting eyes and paying attention to Mr. Luther Richardson. We'll be hearing about him for years to come. Our high school Gatorade G Award winner, this was my guy. Wide receiver, he had technique for days. This is Cordrick Walden, out of the class of 2019.
It felt good, you know. I was out there competing like everybody else, catching the ball, my routes and combines was incredible. You know, doing the DBs up like I always do, something like it.
So overall, bro, what did this camp mean to you? How do you feel about it?
This camp really mean a lot to me. Like, you know, having a former NFL coach me to be better and like in the future, like, you know what I'm saying?
Congrats to each and every one of those young men. Coming up, we're going to take a trip out to the West Coast. Going to take a look at a couple of ballers that Sandra Hodges, player development scout out there, put me on to. And can't miss interview all-world talent, Corey Williams. It's the review.
Drive home safely. See you next season. American Bowl is brought to you by Football University. FBU, bringing former NFL coaches and players from all around the country.
This is the National Review. We've been spending all show talking about Texas, more specifically Houston, and I'm coming right back at you, H-Town. Got an interview with my main man, Corey Williams, is on deck, but for just a second, we're headed out to the West Coast. Got to take a look at a couple of big-time student athletes that player development scout Sandra Hodges told me I had to get my eyes on. She was right. Let's take a look. This is Edward Riley, class of 2021. Great feet, excellent balance. He's got excellent punch as well. He's nasty in all the right kind of ways. Also attending St. John Bosco, class of 2021. They got a couple of good bigs out there. This, Maximus Gibbs. Excellent name for this young man, Gibbs. He formerly played for Snoop. Now he's going to be attending FBU camp. I mean, my dude is just a physical specimen, bro. Take a look at him. He's a force to be reckoned with. He's got next level strength. He's got feet. And if he gets his hands on you, brother, it's all over. As always, shout out to my dudes out there at UTR. No doubt, the best in the business. Salute to y'all, bro. FBU camp in LA. Again, here's a look at those dates. Holla at Sandra Hodges if you need details on any of it. Okay, here's the moment that we've all been waiting for. I gotta tell you, FBU Camp Houston was at Episcopal High School. On day 2, a wide receiver came out who just blew everybody away. Quickness, route running, get off, and my dude snatches the ball out of the air like it's nobody's business, bro. We love to see student athletes follow the path that is going all the way from FBU camp and turning their dreams into a reality and playing in the All-American Bowl. Corey Williams has definitely taken the first step to making that happen. Eric Richards, be on the lookout for my dude. Corey Williams, big time performance out there at FBU Houston. I asked him what he thought.
Man, I thought I did what I was supposed to do. You know, I give thanks to the coaches that coached me, you know, throughout my life. I just went out and put a show on for what I was supposed to do, you know, and the DBs, they did a great job. My fellow receivers, they had a great day as well, you know, so I just like to uplift people that were there with me, and I didn't do it all by myself, I can say that.
And of course, obviously, with you only being able to attend one day, that kind of took you out of the running for the Gatorade G Award, but you could have very well won that yourself. What does it mean to you to be able to come out here in a situation like this and perform the way that you did?
Man, you know, just the preparation I put into it, and really, I don't do it for myself, I do it for my family and for the younger kids that were like the middle school. I had a lot of kids come up to me, talking to me, you know, it's not about being an athlete, it's about being a leader. You know, when the kids ask you questions, hey, what you doing, where you going to school, you know, you just be nice to them, you know, it doesn't take the super athlete to be the nicest dude, like anybody can be nice, you know, so I just, all the kids that approach me, even the older dudes that approach me, you know, asking for help, tips, you know, I give it to them, because it's not, like, everybody can't go to the same school, you know what I mean, so I want everybody to succeed.
And I want to talk about you the student athlete. You're a young man, obviously recruiting is getting hot and heavy for you. How has the recruiting process treated you thus far, and do you have any thoughts on it?
Man, I think I love the recruiting process, you know, all the schools. As much as I would love to stay home, I haven't got that much love from in-state schools yet. I've been in heavy contact with Kansas, Howard, and Texas Tech is picking up right now, so it's my first in-state school to pick up. So, I mean, it's slow but steady, you know, everybody has a different process.
And then as we take a look at next year, again, we're here in your home in Episcopal. What can we expect out of yourself and out of your squad moving forward?
I can tell you one thing, me and my squad will be ready, you know. We'll practice hard, play hard, and we'll come together as a brotherhood.
That's what's up. Congratulations on a great day, bro.
Thank you.
My dude, Corey Williams, definitely keep eyes on this young man's journey. It's going to be special. That's going to do it for today's show. I want to give a huge thanks to all of our guests, especially Coach Sean Salisbury. Again, check him out on SB Nation, the Sean Salisbury Show. Houston, thank you all for being wonderful guests. Austin, you're on deck. Central Florida, you got next as well. I am your official voice of youth and high school sports, Chad Ricardo. I'll see you next week. Happy birthday, Mom.